Hello everyone, and welcome back to another web video for my Addison. Sorry, my camera likes to get off kilter here when I have to take the memory card out. Anyways, this one is for surviving cold and flu season and staying healthy all year long with Addison's disease. And I'm going to tell you tips and tricks on how to deal with people and getting them to understand when to stay away and when it's okay to possibly come around if they're a little sick, and ways that I help prevent it and that you can help prevent from getting sick, and also how to take care of yourself once you do get sick, for the fact that it is hard to take a lot of serious painkillers, and in doing so you have to watch what kind of cold medications you take because of certain painkillers that they may have in it. So pretty much I will give you tips and tricks and ways to help. Sorry, my cat's getting into something. Hi, baby girl. Alright. There are many things you can do to prevent from getting sick. One of the best things to do is avoidance of people who are sick. Luna, I'm sorry. I don't like to have distractions in these. But pretty much the best way is to really avoid people who are sick. My rule of thumb is if you got diarrhea, vomiting, fevers of any kind, chest colds, infections that can be spread easily, stay away. Like staph infections, rashes styles, anything like that, stay away. Just flat out, don't come around. I'm not going to come around you, you don't come around me, and that's just how it's going to have to be. Because being around people, you're just going to get it, and it's not worth it. And I tell people, if you have a basic cold, I'm not so worried if you come around, because you can't completely lock yourself away from people. And colds are more manageable and are more easier to get through compared to flus. If anybody's got a flu, if you live with someone who gets sick, separate what they use and what you use. Have them, when they wash their hands, use paper towels or separate hand towels. If they're vomiting, a lot of that kind of stuff doesn't die when you wash it with like soap and water in the sink, so your best bet is to give them separate paper plates and things like that to prevent cross-contamination and getting you sick. Lysol, Clorox, anything like that is your best friend. I suggest Lysol and Clorox over bleach because it's not as cumbersome to your breathing and the fumes. So the sprays and wipes for Clorox and Lysol are a better bet. Bleach, if you really got to, when you need to use bleach. One thing that you can do is, and I know someone who has a child who can't get sick like other people. I'm not going to go into what's wrong with her, but he has a Purell wall-mounted hand sanitizer that people use as soon as they step into the house. You can do that for people, or you can have them wash their hands once they get into the house. People that come visit me don't really care to wash their hands or sanitize their hands, so I'm pretty much, whenever company leaves, I Lysol wipe behind them because of the fact that I don't want to get sick, and it may seem germophobic, it may seem hyper-preventative, but the thing is, and something you can tell people is, you're not the one who's going to get sick, possibly end up in the hospital, and you're not the one who's going to end up losing pay. I'm the one who's going to end up sick. I'm the one who's going to lose pay, possibly lose a job, because some people, some jobs are finicky and don't want to put up with it, because not everybody gets sick days, But, it's like I'm the one who's going to have to suffer this and deal with, loss of pay, how am I going to pay my bills, buy my groceries, take care of things. You're not the one who's going to deal with it. I am. So you need to respect it completely. And that's just basically what you got to tell people, because you just got to put your foot down. If you have kids who have friends running in and out, just, you're a mom, you can tell to look at somebody if they're not feeling well, if they're sniffling, sneezing, you know how to gauge when people are too sick. And it will be hard for your child if they have a friend and their friend's maybe just a little too sick to be entering your home. If your kid gets frustrated, just tell them, do you really... Mommy, just be reality with them. Just tell them, Mommy might end up in the hospital, or she may have to take days off work. She may lose pay, and it's just a hard fact of reality. Some people that you will meet, though, will respect if you want them to wash their hands or sanitize their hands. I have had people who come around who don't mind doing that and completely understand and respect it. But the best thing to tell people, too, is when you watch TV and you hear about on the news people with compromised immune system, younger, the elderly, you are in that category. Flat out are in that category, and you have to treat it as such. So something you can do as a preventative, whether anybody's sick or not, go around once a week with Lysol wipes or spray, whichever your preference is, and get anything that you lay your hands on. Doorknobs, remotes, alarm clocks, television, I said television remotes, lamps, heaters, thermostats, fridge handles, everything that you touch, completely Lysol it. What I do if somebody in my house gets a cold, I go through every morning and Lysol everything that they routinely touch just to keep from cross-contamination. And the best thing to do if you are around people who are sick is do not touch your ears, your eyes, your nose, or your mouth, because that is a way for the virus to get into you. Or if you have open cuts, it's a way for it to get into you also. And when I go out in public, I sanitize my hands a lot, and I use the sanitizer wipes on the grocery carts, because I know some people who don't wash their hands at all in a day, and they go to the bathroom and people are gross, you got sick kids sitting in the car. Realistically, like I said, it sounds ridiculous, but really it's preventative. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and when you get into the habit of doing these things, it becomes easier and it just becomes a routine way of life. Now, I believe herbal is the best way to help prevent and take care of a cold. Cold medications do not cure your cold, they keep you sick. But there is some tried and true steps and things that you can do that will prevent you from getting a cold and help ease your cold symptoms once you are sick. And that is vitamin C, chewable or swallowable tablets. I find that a lot of people like chewable better. 500 milligrams is a good dose for anybody at any weight or age. Just chew a tablet up every single day. I will warn, if you have GERD or reflux issues, that it can make your heartburn, reflux, and GERD worse. So only take it when you feel like you may be getting something to help prevent unnecessary stomach pain, nausea, and heartburn. Honey. If you can get locally made honey, like at farmer's market, the better. And locally made honey actually helps with allergies, because you are ingesting what the bees are feeding off of in your local climate, and it actually helps alleviate allergy symptoms. And you can have honey every single day, and honey actually helps balance your blood sugar and will not spike it if you are diabetic. So to take honey, I would say probably a teaspoon amount at a time, because I'm not a big honey fan. I suggest taking it straight. I feel if you're trying to dilute things, sometimes it won't work as well. Like orange juice will not work as well as taking a vitamin C tablet, because the amount of orange juice you have to drink to get 500 milligrams compared to just chewing a tablet is ridiculous. The same with, I feel if you take the honey straight, you can give it time for your body to digest it in of itself, and works better than if you put it in a tea. Now, green tea by itself, don't get no berries added to it. You can get green tea caffeinated or decaffeinated. I get decaffeinated. I make it up in a pitcher, I keep it in the fridge, and I drink it whenever I feel kind of inflamed, like sneezy, or if I feel like I'm getting a cold. I drink just about an 8-ounce amount, which is a cup or even a half a cup. Truthfully, I drink like a half a cup at a time. Just a little bit in there. Green tea has plenty of antioxidants, and it's a great anti-inflammatory for your body, and it really is, and it really calms things down really, really well. If you don't like the taste of green tea, honey, or the chewable vitamin C, I really don't care. It's what you can do to help prevent these colds and lessen your symptoms, and it's something that will definitely help you. And preventative things don't always taste very well, but in the long run, it's good for your body. And garlic in any form. Garlic bread, garlic toast, garlic pastas, garlic in any sense of the way that you can get it is good. Garlic helps kill all kinds of germs and bacteria in your body, and it really does help fight colds and flus really, really well. And one last one is chicken broth. You can get chicken bouillon cubes, put it in a cup, like a glass cup or a measuring cup of hot water, an 8-ounce cup of hot water, put the bouillon cube in there, microwave it for a minute, stir it up, and you can drink it like that, or you can just have basic chicken noodle soups. You know, it's completely up to you. Sometimes I don't mind eating a chicken noodle soup for lunch with like a sandwich or something, but other times I'm like, you know what, I just want the chicken broth, I don't want the extra stuff, you know, I just want to drink a little bit of it and eat other foods. It's all like old-timey, wives' tale type of herbal remedies, but I'm telling you, this crap works. There's people out there who don't believe it, but it really, really works. One more thing that works really well is coconut oil. You can buy coconut oil in big glass jars pretty much anywhere, in any store. It's in with all the other vegetable oils and stuff, and what's really good to use, coconut oil is great to put on burns, it's great for dry skin, because it has a lot of bacteria killing properties, and what I like to do is put a little coconut, very little coconut oil on a Q-tip, and put it in my nose when I'm feeling extra sneezy, or if I'm going out in the public, and it acts as a barrier, and it also, and I've seen it because my mother uses it, it'll help clear up any possible infections if you do have a cold, like sinus infections. It will help get you better faster, and it really is proven to work. So definitely herbal, like I said, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And herbal remedies really are the best way to go with Addison's disease, because they will get at the root of the issue and cure the problem, not mask it like cold medications do. So really, that's the best thing I can tell you. Flu shots are not a good idea because they give you the illness and your body cannot fight it off correctly, and it can end up giving you the flu or making you sick. My doctors recommended that I not get flu shots because of that. So you're on your own. The best thing to do is prevention, prevention, prevention. When it comes to birthday parties and holidays, sometimes you do just have to either not go to them, or if it's like your birthday, tell people, you know, I know you want to see me, even if you're my mama. If you're sick, you gotta stay away, 'cause I gotta be healthy. You know, I can't end up in the hospital, I can't be losing pay just because I want to see you. It's selfish of other people, and it's irresponsible of you to not avoid people when they are sick. So truthfully, the best thing you do, preventative herbal cures are the best. Lysol wipes are your best friend. You can never use too many, but I will say you don't want to go crazy and live in an absolute sterile environment, because you want to give your immune system something to work off of and bounce off of, so that way you're not completely, you know, your immune system's not completely trashed and doesn't know how to fight something off, but you do want to cut and lessen your risk of getting sick. So I hope this video does help you on preventing a few things, and pretty much thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.